This presentation is about educational games by Eric Vorstadt. What are educational games? Educational games are activities that have games at their core, and either as the main activity or as part of related activities, and they have learning as a desired outcome or as an integral part of the learning process. So that game and learning are one and a part of one process. So the question is, are educational games effective? Educational games are becoming a larger part of the educational technology field, and they're really great because they give students instant feedback, so students know right away whether they got the question right or wrong, and so they can learn from that instant feedback. Another great part is games also play into students' competitive nature, so students can compete for bragging rights, small prizes, and it makes it so students are focused and tuned into the class. The fun nature of games can also camouflage the fact that students are learning, so students who often don't participate in class or who are kind of like the Debbie Downers of the classroom might be more inclined to participate because at the center, games are a fun activity for students. So what human-computer interactive elements might indicate an easy/successful use of internet resources? So some pros are low cost. Educational games can be free or low cost. However, some educational computer game programs can be expensive, so it's kind of a spectrum, but teachers can work with the free programs or kind of make up their own games. Usability, most games are designed to be easy to play and create. So games are designed to have a very easy usability level. And design, games are designed to be fun and interactive, so the design of the game is to really pull the students in. Some cons is the fundamental issue with games-based learning is formal education is that the current state of games right now are they're not a particularly reliable tool to use for teaching. And when using internet-based resources, students can wander. They might not be on task. They might not be playing the game. They could be doing any number of other activities on a device. What lesson characteristics might indicate an easy/successful use of internet resources? So some pros are some games are pre-made for teachers to use so that they're already made and they're easy to go. The other flip side of that is teachers need to take time to make the games. So some games are ready to go or easy to create. Others might take some time, especially if the teacher's making them custom made. A pro is that the competitive nature of games, it engages students. A con is that students might get lost in the game and forget to learn, that they're more focused on the actual game and not the learning process. Students can use the internet and other digital educational devices to research information for playing the game. So the student might use the internet to research information for something along the lines of a scavenger hunt. So the students might not just be able to use their own knowledge, but they can use research as well. Students can, a con is that students can just guess the answer. They might not know the answer, they're just guessing. And then a pro is that it's easy way to informally assess student learning. So you can easily see what students know the information, what students don't know the information as a teacher, and you can work from there. So you can easily see what students need to work on and what students already know. How does it meet educational goals for students? So educational games can be used to review for an upcoming test or to introduce a new topic. Games can be used in any content area, so part of the beautiful part of educational games is that they can be catered to work for the teacher in any way the teacher finds necessary. So it can meet any goal that the teacher would like to obtain. How does teaching aid tech how does tech aid goals rather than goals conforming to tech? So with the use of technology, games can give students instant feedback, so that's a one. And then this quote is the first one is it sustainable and intensive? It should focus on a specific academic content area of the game. it should be active. There must be coordinates between the training and the daily activity of the teacher. So to fully incorporate the technology into the classroom, all of these things must be necessary. So it kind of helps, and the game can be used, and the technology game can be used for the goal, but it doesn't, you're not just using the technology just for the sake of using the technology. Oh, sorry. How does this tool effectively assist goal achievement? So educational games can be used in any content area again, and children who have grown up using computers to play games and communicate with peers at home see the computers as a playable tool, but this affordance may conflict with the predictions of school and teachers. So students see educational games as being a useful tool to help, and so we can enhance that in the classroom. How can this be achieved via traditional methods? So educational games do not have to use technology. They can be as simple as using a whiteboard for every student or tossing a stress ball around. So games don't have to use technology. They can come in any shape or form, but educational technology games do have their benefits. How is this true tech integration aid content learning rather than learning tech skills? So educational games do not have to involve technology for them to be effective. And when technology-based education games are simply the tools rather than so it's just the tool in which the learning is happening through. It's not the integral part, but it can be. And so it really can integrate technology into the classroom because it's a way to use every kid to be using their iPad or every kid to be using their device, and that it'll be a part of the classroom and not just them filling out something on their device. Some examples of educational games are Jeopardy, Family Feud, Plickers, and Kahoot are big ones, but simple as Jeopardy using a PowerPoint presentation can happen, or Kahoot where every student is on a device, or Plickers where it's kind of a combination where the teacher's on a device and the students are holding up the cards. So how to play. So class set of devices, so students can all be using their devices, so like iPads or tablets along those lines, personal devices, so students can be using their smartphones. This creates issues because not every student might not have one and every student might not be able to log in for certain reasons, but it is an option. And interactive whiteboards, so projectors, so things like smartboards can be used for educational games. There's really a wide variety of ways in which this can be done. And here are my references. All right, thank you very much.